surf too. I just don't feel like taking photos for like years. Trying to get back
There
in.
we go. I think it's going.
Yeah, on that side there's a
Biggity bam. What's going on? We got the Kevins down there below us. I got Jordan in studio with me today. Help me paint. We're going to continue on. Mr. Ramskull. Are you a Ramskull? I'm a Ramskull.
Capricorn, but close. Yeah, definitely.
Y'all are tuning in from MonikaHouse. That's right.
Yeah.
yes,
What time does the show start?
And what?
What time does the show start?
The show actually just started right now.
Another band joined on at last second, so they're on right now playing.
Okay.
Literally. So.
Get in the car, watch the podcast, and head to MonikaHouse. That's an order.
Yeah.
But do it safely.
Yeah.
Looks like there's going to be a fairly decent crowd because this street is packed.
Yeah, there's a lot of people showing up.
Yeah, I'm going to drop the kid off, and I'm going to come up after the podcast.
Cool. You'll catch our set?
Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, it's Sunday. It's been a busy week. I know you've been on the road traveling.
Yep.
Say your band name again. I don't want to screw it up.
ANNELIDA. ANNELIDA.
You get that a lot.
Yeah, you almost made me mess
You
up.
almost made it.
And then I Googled it, and first thing popped up was a worm. So I was like, hell yeah.
That's why we named it that. That's why it's called Lord Leech.
Lord Leech.
Yeah.
So I was listening. I've been listening to it all day. I like it. I'm
Cool,
most selective on metal.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Cool. I appreciate
it.
Yeah, Josh even has a metal background, so
yeah,
he was a lead vocalist for a band a long time ago.
And I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't just say it just to say it. I mean, I would just not say anything about liking it or not liking it, you know.
You wouldn't lie even though I'm on the show.
Yeah, but like I said, I am very selective.
Best metal.
Yeah.
They're going to be open. Have free. I'm so tired. I'm going to put it out there. The Lina River Fest blows the Wichita River Fest away, bro.
Oh, shots have been called.
Darn right. Okay. They got trees.
They got trees.
All right there. The concert's
not
not
Tree Fest, not River Fest.
Oh, cool.
Where you
green trees.
Yeah, you know.
Literally, man, it's like they got too many restrictions anymore on the Wichita one. So
Bryce says we have juggalos.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, I got a podcast we do on Saturday nights called For Music Lovers, and every week we have a topic, and all the guests pick their top 5, and we had talked about some embarrassing moments, and then it just happened to be like everybody's got an embarrassing moment at the Wichita River Fest, which is our little local, town festive. Every town's got a little festival. Mm-hmm. That's ours, and yeah, Bryce's was he got to hang out with juggalos. That was his most embarrassing moment.
Oh, at least you're welcome with them.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I ain't got nothing against juggalos. I would never say anything bad about a juggalo.
They're usually pretty.
They make you chop my head off.
Well, if it goes.
I've never.
But we got a giveaway tonight. Some patches, not that one.
Okay.
Some patches and stickers. Everybody pick a number between 1 and 500. We got the number written down right here. Price right rules. First to go closest to without going over wins. Thank you, Russ, for tuning in. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was your embarrassing story. Yeah, Bryce's embarrassing story was taking a poo in a strip club for 4 hours.
Oh my God.
A 4-hour poo? Holy cow.
Your legs had to be asleep by the end of that, right?
I messed up my thing when I was doing that, but yeah.
You know, you're talking about a juggalo story. You remember that time it was pretty okay 2 years ago, and we showed up at that in the middle of a field in the middle of nowhere, and there was 44 acts over 3 days. We were the only live band. All the rest were rap acts with their thumb drives. And
Okay.
our guitarist at that time was a huge juggalo fan and all that. I mean, he had the tattoos and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So he's up there just loving it. I gotta do it, man. Whoop whoop. And the whole crowd just went crazy. And then we ripped into our punk stuff, and a lot of people like ooh, and walked away. But then other people come running up, so you know how it goes.
Yeah, I actually have a really great juggalo story I'd like to share. So my old band was playing a show in Omaha, Nebraska, and we were like a kind of like an Under Oath type metal, you know, like metalcore stuff.
Yeah.
And all the other bands were like black metal, corpse paint, candle stage type metal. Needless to say, the audience did not like us. They were really rude about it, but they like cleared the room and were like heckling us while we were playing. So I said right before our last song, I go, "Hey guys, sorry you didn't really enjoy us. Maybe if I wore juggalo face paint like you guys, maybe you would like us a little more." And yeah, they didn't like that. It turned.
I've played a lot of weird shows, you know, different genres, and like I said, it's always 50-50 if it's going to be cool. You know, sometimes it can be a very cool experience, you know, getting a taste of the other side, or it's really shitty and everybody's angry and mean and hostile.
Yeah, it was wild. But what was crazy is last night we played Omaha again, and the sound guy, as soon as he saw me, he's like, "Yo, dude, juggalo guy, what's up?"
Basically, it took a big old story, and a lot of people love this shit because you said it.
Well, here's the thing too, and the sound guy last night was the sound guy who watched me do all this.
The sound guys,
yeah, he thought it was hilarious. Yeah. He thought it was the greatest thing he's ever seen. Well, he told the promoter, who I had met for the first time yesterday, and the promoter was like, "Yo, I heard about that." So apparently, I'm infamous in Omaha.
Yeah.
That's what I like, man. You already got that. You got that punk attitude with your metal music. Man. Yeah. I mean, it's all the same.
It's all the same.
Joshua Ricks tuning in from the old YouTube. Thank you, Joshua. He's been tuning in every week. We appreciate it. But before we get too far, and I gotta get the official stuff out of the way here. Big huge shout out to Talking Beards Network, letting us broadcast on their platforms since 2021. We've got 100 episode coming up in like 5 episodes now, and I believe at least 95 of them. I think we didn't get officially picked up till episode 5, so we've been on there for quite a while now. And then Big Sexy Beard Brand, some of the greatest facial hair products you could obtain, and they let us use their StreamYard. And as always, I can save you 20% on Big Sexy Beard Brand. JRB 520 Sex Pot is the greatest scent in the world, and I highly recommend it, but all of them are good. BigSexyBeardBrand.com.
That smells like a fruity scent, if I remember.
Mine is a blueberry cotton candy scent, and I like it. Makes me feel like grandma.
I want something that makes me grow my cuddle up to me. You know, that's the perfect scent right there.
Yeah.
Almost more like scents you put in your house.
Okay, cool.
Not like a vape. They smell like, because a lot of them are oils or butter or cream.
Gotcha.
And so a lot of them and it's the same stuff you put in your candles that you put in this stuff.
Okay, cool.
Most of it's all natural. There's all kinds of stuff, but I've been putting products in my beard for a while, so
I've dabbed in it a few times.
I've found the different things, and I like them. They're one of they're the only thing I put in my beard now. And like I said, I'm an ambassador for them, and I've been working with them, and good people.
Yeah.
I think Jordan had a a burning question to ask.
Okay,
I'm gonna get started painting.
Yeah, I was gonna say
there's this rumor that in Las Vegas there's like this whole underground like community of people living down there. Is there any truth to that?
The
Like
mole
underneath
people.
the strip,
Tunnel?
people.
You talking about tunnels?
Yes.
Yeah, that exists. I actually, so where my house is, there's like a canal that like goes by it, and there is like an overpass, and I had to. My car wasn't starting in a parking lot, so I had to walk home, and I had walked by this tunnel, right? And inside of it was just like probably like 40 little huts all set up. But yeah, no, there is definitely like a whole underground city down there.
Well, yeah, I heard it from a few people, but I never had any firsthand account of it.
Not a place you go hang out, It's not a place you.
Definitely not.
Have you been have you lived in Vegas your whole life?
No, I actually moved there about 2 years ago, right before COVID.
Oh, that'd have been weird, huh? New city.
Yeah, I got.
Nowhere.
What's up?
A new city, can't go nowhere.
Yeah, and what was fun about it is like I was all excited, like, oh, moving to Vegas is gonna be fun. I'll be like a tourist for like a year and get to go all the casinos and shit, and then it all closed down. So.
you got
Yeah,
3 months. Yeah,
but that's how ANNELIDA started. So
that was a very high creative time for a lot of people.
Sure was. Yeah,
sure. I know I was.
I took government money and used it to boost yourself. There you go.
Yeah.
Was that the feed art that I did for doing stuff live like that? I can do a portrait of you now.
Oh, that's sick.
Stuff like that. I mean, it's not like a exact portrait, but it's definitely me. Stuff like that. So, and we started. Did we start? Yeah, we started right after COVID, didn't we? I think.
Yeah, we 21, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're into our 3rd year doing this.
We took a couple of breaks because of needed stuff, but right now we're trying not to take breaks. That's why he's able to still go without me there.
Mm-hmm.
And so if he's not there, I'll have to break into his house and.
Yeah, definitely. We ain't missing that. We ain't missing the podcast.
I do know how to do it. It's just I pretend when I'm there that I don't. So how's the number guessing going?
I don't know. Do we got any guessers yet? Yeah, it's a good call. Good way to be on the ball, Kevin. Oh, we got some good guesses rolling in.
Everybody within 500, huh?
Everybody within 500.
Yeah, we don't ever get to.
Nobody's nailed it yet. And like I said, we'll make the announcement about 15 till. Oh, we got Mr. Jesse Taylor. He played a good set last night here at the Barleycorns Anti-River Fest show.
They're kind of
the videos of the fireworks this year. It looks pretty good.
Oh,
it's really awesome metal. The guys.
What are they called?
Taryn Severance.
Thank you, Taryn Severance.
Okay, I'm gonna check them out.
You should. Really good. And then what was the other one? The name all 3 bands from last night.
I can't. I suck.
Okay, I can't remember either because I'm just too tired right now.
Jesse may know.
One of our bands were here.
You better know.
Suffocate the Sky. They were here. Those guys are phenomenal. Heavy as hell. Then one other band's a newer band. I don't know who they are. I can't think of them right offhand.
So tell us a little bit about the name, how the name came about. Do you have a weird obsession with worms?
No. So when I started the project, didn't really have any names in mind, and a buddy of mine was like, you should do something like Leech or Leeches, and I'm like, there's probably 50 bands with that, so no. And then it was actually my wife who had said, what about Lord Leech? And I was like, that's kind of cool. So that ended up the name of the record, or the first EP. But as I Googled Lord Leech to see if it was a band name, and then I went down this like weird hole of leeches and like all this scientific terms and stuff, and ended up seeing the word annelid and ANNELIDA quite a bit, and I'm like, that's a good name.
Yeah,
because it's very like when you hear the name, some people ask me like, who's ANNELIDA? Like they think it's a name, and it's a very pretty sounding word with a very disgusting definition. And I kind of feel that's like a good roundabout of like how my music is, it's like very complicated and organized and whatever, and then it's just very gross at the same time.
And the content is just
Is that where the math core comes into play?
Yeah. I don't know what to call my band.
Yeah, genres are weird.
Yeah, it's very hard to pinpoint a subgenre that you consider yourself, but like, a lot of people say we sound like Botch or Converge, or the Chariot, so I'm just like, all right, we'll just call ourselves mathcore, I guess, because Botch, Chariot are mathcore, so
at least that they claim to be.
yeah.
How's the guests looking over there, Jordan? We got any good ones? Any comments?
First time
Jesse
down.
answer.
He said Phantom Black and Suffocate Skies were the ones that played.
Does he die or something?
Yeah, it's gotta be another band I'd highly recommend.
Yeah, the wheel acts funny.
There we go. Lots of guesses, but nobody's getting close.
So keep guessing, keep guessing. Somebody's gonna get it.
Yes, right now.
So how long have you been on tour this run?
We left Tuesday night of last week. We played Colorado Springs, a day off to travel, and then we played Chicago, Omaha, and then tonight here in Wichita, and then Albuquerque tomorrow, and then we're back home.
Yeah, I'm making my way home.
Long ass drive. Oh man.
Very long drive.
Oh my god.
The whole point of this run really was, obviously we want to play some new markets and places we haven't played, but I lived in Chicago for 10 years, and like a lot of the people who listen to ANNELIDA are from Chicago, so it was really important for us to get out there because we didn't have a chance to do it last year, all our tour dates. So I had to get out there this year to play Chicago. So
how'd you find us? Monica.
Well, just putting dates. I book tours. I book all the tours myself. We don't have a booking agent or anything. So I just kind of use social media and ask people and see how that goes.
Yeah, we're about 10 hours from Chicago. So.
Right. And only 5 hours from Omaha. So
yeah. No, we're in a good location. It's just we got a lot of big, even Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
Where'd you play? Springs.
A place called the Dog House.
Okay.
It was downstairs of a bar. It was really cool. Really cool show.
A lot of them are that. A lot of them are old speakeasies.
Yeah.
I played one called Prince.
Okay.
There a few years back. It's just an old speakeasy down there.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of cool.
We've had a couple people get close on the guesses, but
yeah, that easy. So you've been, sounds like a lot of bands. Are your other bands able to access off of social media?
Oh yeah. I was in a band in
like you, I like to look up all these bands,
right?
Especially ones you've been with.
Yeah, so I was in that band for 5 years. I think that'd probably be the only band you'd be able to find. Bands before that, before streaming. So 37. So I did play music at a time when there was no YouTube. So
that's kind of getting rare. But I'm 56. I forgot my age. I'm 59. So I get it.
So yeah,
because when you said vinyl, that's all we had back then.
Yeah,
Vinyl
sure.
cassette. And then vinyl and actually an 8-track.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring back 8-track just so that one of my songs should have that big chink in the middle of it.
There's a big cassettes are coming back. I'm seeing a lot of bands.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we got two. We literally have 2 labels here. Which song?
Okay.
And kind of nice. It's and you still find some of the older cars
with the tape deck thing. Yeah, my car's CD player is like hidden, dude.
And even some of the newer cars you'll still find.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I was shocked. In for
You ready to slap some paint on, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm down.
have some people out there can know how to repair it.
Don't worry about fucking anything up, man.
Okay.
I got friends who run some thrift.
Working with over here.
There's all kinds of colors.
That's wild.
Yeah, it is.
That is so wild.
Mm-hmm.
I got my little cup of coffee. I should fill that up more. That doesn't seem as bright as it usually is. Oh, everything's awry over here. Oh, haywire.
So the one in New Mexico is your last show, then?
Yep.
Probably closer to.
Yeah, it's only about 7 hours.
Yeah, it's only like 20.
Yeah.
I've driven from Oklahoma to the border over there. Not quite to New Mexico, and that was one of the best drives I've ever done. So I can imagine you're adding a whole state in between you before you even get there.
Yeah.
Are you going to go up and around through like Colorado? Or are you going to go down through Texas?
Probably down through Texas. Whatever shortest.
Yeah. It's probably shortest, but it's also going to be because you'll actually literally go.
Yeah.
And it is so desolate there.
I mean, it was desolate today when we drove.
Yeah, you're not used to Kansas. But,
Yeah.
This is a Kansas saying how desolate it is. But
for sure.
It's kind of weird, too, because you'll actually go through one of those border patrol checkpoints and stuff.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah.
I got to smoke all my weed.
No, it's not.
At least it's legal back home, right? Jeez Louise.
What's that?
At least that's legal back home.
Sure is.
Middle of fucking Podunk, Kansas. We'll be the last ones to go, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. We always joked about it, but I thought surely not. Surely not, but here we are.
Yeah.
Fucking criminals.
Anymore, they're not counting that as a misdemeanor.
Well, that's good.
Literally work with homeless people.
So I do have a question or two that I kind of ask everybody. I've narrowed it down. So one of my regular questions.
No more longer. No 5 questions anymore. Just 1 or 2.
I didn't like the other 4. The other 4 were kind of generic. This one was at least fun, and it kind of makes you expose a little bit. What is the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you on stage?
Probably going to happen tonight. See,
yeah. So when before I was in Contra, I was in a small Southside Chicago band called Theus, and we were playing a motorcycle club. And I put my foot up on the monitor. I was singing, put my foot up on the monitor, and ripped my pants from the top of the ass crack all the way to the back of the knee. And yeah, and then I felt it, so I couldn't turn around. I had to keep my back towards the drummer the whole time. And like when you're performing and you're a singer, obviously you can kind of run around, have fun. Yeah. And I was just like, no, I can't. Like, club, I would have been fine with it, but it was a motorcycle club, so there was like a lot of hard dudes there that I was just didn't want to embarrass myself and shit. So I just performed just very knowing that I had this
Yeah, I think that would have been, like I said, a bigger venue or a different venue. You might have been in it. That might have been a plus.
Yeah, I would have played into it a little bit and been like, hey, I was all scared of these people. I was afraid of the audience that was standing.
They're gonna shank me.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, these guys aren't gonna laugh.
Don't look at my ass. Don't look at my ass.
Yeah, biker clubs are unique, man. Because even when you're playing and they're loving your music, there's like no emotion.
Yeah, for sure.
Did they like us or not? But at the end, they pay well.
Yes,
they've always been some of the bigger shows I've ever done.
I've thrown up on stage too. That was kind of embarrassing.
That's the one I want to hear. I've got this huge obsession with vomit.
That's weird. It wasn't like I wasn't wasted or performing bad or anything. It was just it was my old band Contra. It was a very long tour, and it was I believe it was San Antonio, and it was just 172 degrees outside and humid, and there was no air conditioning in the venue, and it was just very, very hot. And yeah, I ended up throwing up while performing.
That hot outside is probably 300.
It was, I mean, it's Texas summer heat. Like, it was just brutal. And everybody was not feeling good. And I ended up throwing up while performing. And I was I could feel it coming, and I could feel myself getting lightheaded. And I was like, I didn't really know what to do. So I just didn't do anything and just on the center front of the stage and kept going and just went with it.
Yeah.
You probably loved it though. They're like,
well, the guy, in his defense, he did come up to me after the show. He's like, you couldn't have gone to the side of the stage. He's like, you had to do it right there. I didn't want to stop yelling.
You can't stop your song.
I'm busy. Well, my favorite cinematic scene is Stand By Me, the where he drinks the castor oil, and then the blueberry pie eating contest. So, scale of 1 to 10, the 10 being that scene. How much vomit were we talking?
So, because it was so hot and I was vocalist, I tend not to eat very much before I perform. I usually eat after. But it was a lot of water.
Yeah.
Because I was just hydrating and just drinking a lot of water to stay hydrated. And I think my belly was just full of water and just, it didn't seem like chunky or gross or anything. It just looked like water. Yeah. So
I get the heat in the water. And if it would have been for Josh, I would have probably lost mine. Art show, and I'm out there sitting out back, and I'm in my fairy costume, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh god, I feel terrible. I haven't eaten all day, but I drank tons of water. He finally got a cheeseburger down me because I would have been puking my guts up if he would have done that.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of a big art show, and start puking everywhere.
The only time I've ever came close to puking on stage, it was, getting into it and screaming, and then hair inhaled all the way down my throat, and then I tried to, the first band I was just bass player, so didn't have that problem as much. And then by the second band, I'd kind of slowed down on the partying, and so I wasn't drinking, during shows. I grew up and I wanted to try to treat it like a business, so I mean the being drunk was dumb. The rest of the band did not have that feeling, and so I left.
No, man. I performed with that other band. They didn't drink that much.
Only half the bar.
There's two of us.
Half the bar.
So.
Yeah. It was fun. We didn't get to do any tours. I think we talked about it.
You went to Dodge City? Oh, wait. You were the manager then.
Yeah, I was managing at the time. But when Addison was in, like I said, I'd never been on a tour. I don't know. Then I would have handled it,
you invested how many thousands of dollars for that show?
Yeah, that was. Fortunately, that wasn't mine.
For you guys, it was such a disaster. Yeah, they were driving and pulling the trailer. You got a speeding ticket pulling the trailer. And the cell phone incident. It was like, it was. And what? 5 people showed up for the show.
Yeah. So is this your first time to Wichita?
It is. It's my first time in Wichita, first time playing a show here.
Yeah, awesome. Well, hopefully we get to turn out.
Driven through it with all the tours I've done over the years, but
Most people do. Just
I don't
drive
think I've
through.
ever played a show. No, I've never played here.
No.
Did you-
What's the biggest show you played?
With
Maybe
Annelida,
your opinion.
with Annelida or whole career?
Period.
So I played a sold out show at the Metro Theater in Chicago. That's like 1,500 people.
It's a well-known place.
It's a very well known place. It was opening up for a band called Dance Gavin Dance. Do you guys remember Poison the Well?
Oh yeah, I love Poison the Well.
So I think it was 2015. Poison the Well announced they were doing like 5 shows. One was in New York, one was in Chicago, one was in Anaheim, and 2 were in their hometown of Florida. And the Chicago date was literally my old band and Poison the Well. And that was a sold out show. But it was like, it was actually the club we played on Friday. Same venue. But I think that show always sticks to my heart because I love Poison the Well so much. Yeah. And they asked us to open up for them was like, yeah, it was like a huge deal to me.
So hanging out with them was pretty cool too then?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. And what's cool about it is I ended up working at that same venue like a year later. And the singer of Poison the Well ended up moving to Chicago, and he would come into the venue and I would see him and be able to talk to him about music and stuff. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, Jeffrey was like a really cool dude. When he was coming in.
I like those big bands when they still remember.
Yeah.
And they're nice too. Then you get these other big bands and they're just total freaking waste of our space as far as I'm concerned.
The best is when they're small band.
My light cracked out. I'm trying to get a. But so you've been in the music scene in Chicago, right?
Yep.
Been in the music scene in Vegas.
Yep.
So which do you prefer? And I mean, what's the feel of the music scene?
Well, personally, I say that Chicago has the best music scene in the country. And I truly believe that. And we played a show that ANNELIDA just played there Friday. And it still feels the way it felt when I lived there. The Vegas music scene, without pissing off people, I'm going to say is kind of terrible. But there are some talented bands out there. ANNELIDA does not perform in Vegas. So
yeah,
that will give you some perspective on how the music scene is in Las Vegas.
No, I get that because we get some like Hemlock. They don't play in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be a band called Requiem back in the day. They never played in their hometown either.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we never ever. Last time we played was last summer, so it's been a while. It's been about a year since we've played our hometown.
I've only been to Vegas once. I rolled into town with $20, so obviously my fun was very limited.
Yeah,
and we rolling into town that day, we were overheating. So in Boulder City, we pulled into a gas station and sweet talked this gal that was running the store to let us change our coolant, in their parking lot.
Yeah.
We didn't have anything to catch the coolant. So she let us have the garden hose, and we're just kind of hosing this down the drain. You're just kind of like, oh shit, what are we doing here? And she was cute, I was trying to, get a little play on, get a little mac on, but alas, nothing came of it. But hey, we didn't get kicked out. She let us do what we needed to do.
But you had $20, man. What?
Well, we ended up in Circus. I made that $20 last about 4 hours, and which I think is pretty good. Pretty good, being it was Vegas, and
yeah,
a lot of free beers, with that. And so I was like, all right.
Yeah, you got to pretend you're gambling and you get free drinks.
Yeah, we got lost in New York. Couldn't find the fucking exit in that place. Like, holy shit, let us out.
This guy's got a snake around his neck.
We got a guy here with a snake around his neck.
Oh, hell no. Well, it was nice, but I guess I'm not coming tonight. I hate snakes.
Yeah, I don't want him. I don't
think he's going into the place, but he's just walking down the street.
He better not come close to me.
No.
We were at an outdoor venue last weekend, and this like fucking 6-foot fucking python comes rolling out between my legs.
It's long, bro. I chased it. There's just a little grass snake. And he's like, ah!
I was reaching in my bag for a cable, and then I see this snake going on the ground right where I was just sitting. You know, I mean, if I'd have been
Wash your foot, got on sandals. And
yeah.
Touched you? Gross.
It didn't touch me. Didn't touch me.
Scared to death. You could tell it was scared because of all these people around. Never did catch it.
Yeah, I was on edge the whole night because of it until I got a few more beers in me, loosened up, and then I forgot all about that snake.
There you go.
There was only one snake I was thinking about at that point.
That was like, really?
Jordan's looking pretty comfortable back there.
I know. Just let him keep painting.
Yeah. He was nervous about fucking it up, and I'm like, have you seen us paint?
Man,
there's already 15 layers on that thing.
Yeah. We'll cover it up if we have to. I mean, it just is what it is. The fact is, that's a redone one because we had a shark on it before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, Jordan said he's reclaiming his one he did that night, too. Or thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
yeah, we got, at the end of the month. What, 4 months ago, right, Kevin? We started doing a Final Friday. We need a new home for it. So we're currently on the hunt for a new home. Right now, we don't have anything, Kevin, so I don't know what...
We'll have to set up a street gallery.
Well, that's what I'm thinking for this month. We just have to be a...
Bring all those different... have everybody bring a bunch of tripods, and we'll just do a street show somewhere.
Well, the boathouse...
What's done?
The boathouse is doing like an official Final Friday thing, and I thought, well, let's just go set up right across the street from them yahoos and
public.
Some of this is just start painting.
Yeah, so I mean that's kind of the thought.
Hell, I'll just pull up and start painting with my truck for all I care.
Yeah. Little renegade style.
So, anybody guess the numbers yet?
We've had a couple close ones. I'll say that, but nobody has hit it yet. What do we got? About 15 more minutes. All right. Well, about 5-10 more minutes.
Close.
We'll wrap that up and
announce
a wiener.
Name all the players you got around now and kind of maybe they come from or background, if you know it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, well, there's myself. I play guitar and sing. And then my bass player, his name's Jacob. He plays bass and does vocals as well. And then Charlie is drums. Every person in this band is an audio engineer / audio nerd. So
thus all the equipment.
Okay. If you come to our show tonight, you'll see the lights, you'll see in-ears, we do a live stream onto Twitch of every concert with an actual full mix. Cell phone cameras, no cell phone microphones, nothing like that. It's a real full mix from our in-ears, just without the click track in it. And and that's kind of
there goes the snake guy.
Yeah,
you're covered, Josh. He's leaving.
Snake guy's leaving.
Okay, good. I'll be sending a text after I drop the kid off to make sure it's clear.
So everybody in this band is an audio engineer, and we just, Charlie does front of house in Vegas, Jacob does front of house in Vegas, and I work in the recording industry. So it's kind of fun for the three of us. There's always like one band, one member of a band that like, oh, that's like the gear guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How Terrence Severance is.
Yeah.
I mean, they got excellent, but it's all Josh.
Yeah.
Or it's all
Barlow.
God damn it, Barlow.
Right. with us, it's the three of us that kind of all come together, and it's just really cool to work, to have band members that are, professionally work in the music business as well as.
Does that hinder creativity? Sometimes everybody's trying to technical about it, because I've been in bands or tried to be, started bands where, they were always trying to perfect the sound. And I mean, within that, every time they, showed me a new, the same song or the changes of the same song, it was like a completely, same different song. And so I'm like, well, finish the song and then I'll start writing, because you're changing parts now.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard to do vocals when they keep changing on you.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
we don't really run into those types of issues. We kind of, luckily my boys know that I'm kind of driving this ship, and I write all the music. I write all the songs. I'll do like MIDI drums, like map them out, and then I give them to Jacob and Charlie, and they just, I don't think I've ever told them no. I don't think I've ever been like, Dad, let's try this different. Like, I literally hear what they write, and I go, wow, I would have thought of that. Great job. And so
Cool, because that gives ownership for music for everybody.
Yeah,
that's why you keep from burning out.
Everybody gets to be a part of the writing process, but when it comes down to like the song being written, it starts with me in my studio. I will sit down in my recording studio and I will record guitar, drums, and maybe vocals like in a day, and then send it out. And then when I get it back, or when we get all together and they show me, Charlie's drums will be very, very close to my drums, just a million times better than anything. And as far as the bass goes, like, Jacob's doing all this crazy stuff. So I'm like, cool, man, good job. So yeah, we don't really ever run into to butting heads when it comes down to writing, because it's just, we have our process that's been working for us, and so we just stick with it.
Yeah. You guys got any new music coming out?
We just finished recording a full-length record, and we are taking our money from this tour and paying for it to go mix and master. So as soon as we get back, we're sending that out.
Awesome.
Probably by the end of the year, we should have a single or two out from the full length.
Yeah. I know you're on Spotify. I was listening to a lot of that today. Seen some videos on YouTube, like the ones in the recording studio, it looked like.
Yeah, we have, how many videos we got? We have 5 music videos out right now, and we've only released 7 songs.
Yeah.
So, or 8 songs. No, there's 8 songs and 5 music videos. So yeah, if you go to ANNELIDA Music on YouTube, you'll see a lot of music videos from our first record right on there. So
yeah, like I said, the Bare Bones was the one I was using to plug the stuff today.
Yeah, Bare Bones. We actually, that was the first one we released. We did that in the rehearsal studio in Vegas. And what's funny is, like, if you watch the video, you'll see like there's like stage lighting, just like kind of randomly blinking.
Yeah,
that was actually my wife just sitting there, bloop, 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 just like button mashing on the light board. She didn't know what she's doing. She never heard the song before, and she just button mashing on it. And then at the end of the video, you'll see like lighting designers. And she was so proud of that.
That is awesome. It's a family affair.
Oh yeah, no, Alicia is a huge supporter of what I do, and she likes it when I'm gone because she gets out.
That's everybody.
Right.
You notice I got divorced after I came back from my 3rd military tour. And I was ready to retire. She's like, "We're done, honey," and I was like, "Okay, bye." I was happy about it too. So.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that was it. I don't know.
She's a huge supporter of what I do, and it's not easy to do what we do, going on the road and everything, but yeah, it's nice to have a partner.
So many things. Even this 3-day weekend thing, I had to have somebody go over and take care of my dogs. There's another guy. I just hollered at him because I just, bro, why don't you just go over and mow my yard for me, and I'll pay you so much money. And he said, okay. So basically, the rain's so
2 more minutes. We'll do we have nobody has guessed the number exactly. I mean, they're all dancing around it. There's a lot of numbers around it. But we've got one that's pretty close.
Pretty close.
Within horseshoes.
Horseshoes, but not hand grenades, huh? That's cool.
Mr. Joshua Rick says he's got a dispensary down the house. They know him by name. I say that would be nice. I've made a few trips to Colorado where you can do that and just go shop around, and it's like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we had to stop at a dispensary in Chicago because apparently we smoke way too much weed when we're on tour. It was wild how expensive it was.
Well, yeah. Even when you opened your door, I think there was a woof.
You caught the. We're sitting right now. You probably smell
I'm probably getting a contact.
Yeah. Well, how was the prices out there? I mean, compared to before they went legal to legal prices. How long has they been legal in Vegas?
It's been legal
Since you've been there, right? Yeah. So
I don't really know.
Yeah.
What it was like before. It's relatively cheap I think it's cheap. For what I get. Yeah, I can get like a quarter for like $40.
Yeah.
So it's not bad.
Pretty close.
I just love the whole science behind it because when we went to Colorado Springs for our little 4-day tour a few years back, I don't smoke, but I was hanging out with the guys who do and stuff, and just the knowledge and this does this for you, this does this for you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You can do all this and stuff. And I've seen people like other artists, writers and stuff that do certain things so that have more focus while they're writing and stuff like that. It's just it's such amazing plants,
right?
Yeah.
Who would have thought just a bunch of burnouts could become scientists?
I know. Well, because when burnouts really, really want something, they're going to invent help them make it. So that's the one thing I've learned.
I've seen a lot of homemade bongs. So yeah, that's very true.
Very ingenuity. Well, right there is the closest number we got without going over.
That are into meth and crack, when they want to make something that makes it so they can make their life a little, they'll invent something. It's just amazing.
Jesse Taylor, you are the wiener. I think we still got some prints that are yours from a couple months ago now. We run into him and I don't have the stuff and forget about it. So Jesse Taylor, I got some stickers and patches and even some prints from a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, well, he's one of our biggest buyers too. So bro, we need to get that stuff to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to wrap up. Can you show the big picture of the painting again behind there so we can see it one last time?
Possibly.
That's you. That's still you.
Gotta get there. Got 1,000 buttons to click.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, it's coming along. I think we'll still have a couple more episodes in us on it. But we're not, we used to do a painting an episode, and then one that became expensive. Canvases aren't cheap.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we decided to slow down a little bit. Kevin is known for his speed with his chalk artwork. So, I mean, he's got speed with him. And I was the exact opposite. It took months for me to do paintings. So it's kind of slowed him down a little bit and sped me up a little bit.
Some of our first pieces were our biggest pieces too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's go. So Jesse got it again, eh? Okay.
Yeah. It says Woot needs to come through. Yes, I think I can't remember what prints you actually won, but I've got tons of prints you can pick from.
Yeah, we'll just let me pick some of our prints out.
Yeah, I'm going to go drop the kid off, and I'm going to head out to MonikaHouse. I don't know how far you are from MonikaHouse, Jesse, but let me know, and I'll bring them up there tonight if you want. But yeah, so the show, you're getting ready to go on pretty soon at MonikaHouse. What, 1121 Biting Street, right, Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give your Twitch channel.
Yeah. So anybody who's watching this, go find ANNELIDA Music on Twitch or at ANNELIDA Music on any social media, and we will be there. Our Twitch channel, like I said earlier, we live stream every single concert that we play. We live stream. We actually got to be a part of a Trivium live stream last summer on Twitch. So we do some cool things on there. So we also do like studio behind the scenes and stuff like that too. So follow us on.
I've got your Facebook page in the description here. So
Cool.
if everything's there, they can just go hit the description and find you there.
Yep.
Okay. All
That's
right. Well, we're gonna let you get preparing. I'm gonna go ahead and break and get this kid to where she needs to go, so I can get my ass up there and see you in person and listen to you fucking rock out.
First band that played, I don't know their name. They've already left, but they were killer. I got to catch a couple of their songs. They're really good. I'm from some Oklahoma band that just needed a so they must be on tour or something.
That's good. Good. We can
Weird.
Get the people shows and
day off staying at a hotel in Wichita.
That's awesome.
Kenny, a local guy, he died a couple years back. Got in touch with him. He played a small ass bar here.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and so John 5, who can play sold out stadiums, is playing a small bar to like 50 people.
That's so rad.
Yeah, we talked about John 5 last night.
And we literally get bands like that all the time in town that just pass through. They never play here. They just pass through. But if you can catch them, they'll play because they're like, I'd be sitting up in my room playing my guitar anyway.
Yeah, might as well get paid.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I'm
all right, guys. We're going to get off here. Thank you again. I'll see you guys soon.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. It's awesome.
There's a CD.
Yeah. We got to figure out where the Glass House Collective is going to be next.
Yeah, we'll find it.
Many more like this one, so buy your own copy.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Check it out tonight.
Support local and support independent.
Support anything you damn well want, right?
Something the government's not funding, hopefully.
All right, guys. Have a good one.